What's going on, YouTube? Greenwood Evil here. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing the NECA Godzilla 1989 figure. And with the news that broke recently, if you guys don't already know, NECA is no longer going to be making Godzilla toys after August. So we're going to kind of call this the NECA Farewell to Godzilla Part 1, because I have this one, and I have the Godzilla 2003 from Godzilla Tokyo SOS, which we will review in the other video, Part 2. But they have done a tremendous job with Godzilla toys for the past many years. They're good quality toys for good prices, just over $20. I mean, when you're looking at Monster Art stuff like that, that can run you $100, $200, $300 depending upon the size you want. They've had some good detail too with the Shin Godzilla, the Godzilla 2014, especially the Godzilla 2019. Even though it had a little bit of some googly eyes, not really. It was all right. And then they had their variant paints, which were really cool. They had the Atomic Blast Godzilla from Godzilla 2001 from GMK. I mean, they had a lot of also Atomic Blast Shin Godzilla. They had Atomic Blast Godzillas for pretty much most of the line. Burning Godzilla, which I never got Burning Godzilla, so I probably got to find that. But yeah, so farewell for NECA making Godzilla toys. Playmates got the rights, so let's enjoy this. Now there are two more releases coming. We're getting a Biollante repaint of this. It's gonna look like it's gonna be the same figure, but it's gonna be green. Green mist is gonna be like painted on him. So it looks pretty cool. And then there's a Maser, I believe, Maser cannon for the Tokyo SOS Godzilla. It's going to be blue and yellow on the chest area here. But before the video starts, guys, of course, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So let's get this NECA Farewell to Godzilla underway here and review the Godzilla 1989 here, Godzilla vs. Biollante. So let's get into this here and take a look at the box first. First of all, the box, gorgeous. This was the poster for the movie. I have a VHS with this cover, so that was like the legit cover. It looks like the VHS. It's amazing. I wish I had the VHS here to show you. And then of course on the side you got the same thing here on the back. Now this Godzilla does come with an atomic ray piece here, which is awesome. And then you got a couple of Godzilla pictures here, and it tells you a little bit of description on the bottom here. This Godzilla came out of a volcano that he fell into in Godzilla 1984. Spoiler alert, the Return of Godzilla, he falls into a volcano. But in this one, he climbs out of it. It's a cool scene. Trust me. Watch Godzilla vs. Biollante. It's one of the top 5 Godzilla movies. Recently, we've been reviewing a lot of toys that are attached to some of the best Godzilla movies they've ever made. But and then you got, of course, the window here. I'm going to try to bring the light in so you can see a little bit better. Then you got the window here with him in it, which is kind of tough to see because of the color. The light here. Let me see if I can bring that one over too. Maybe that'll work. Bring both those lights. But you could see that, and then of course you got on the inside of the little opening here. You got Godzilla. This is actually I think a shot from one of the deleted scenes here where Godzilla walks through a bed of roses after, I believe, the first encounter of Biollante. I think. I'm not sure about that, but this is actually, I think, a shot from a deleted scene. What they have here, so it's very cool. So I'm going to crack this guy open. I'm going to put the tail on him, get the atomic piece out, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back here. So I got him out of the box. Now, he is a little bit of a difficult, he's a problem child with the tail, so be very careful with him. It took me a minute or two to get the tail on. Just be very careful. It's very difficult to get on. You're better off probably using a little blow dryer to loosen up the insert part, and then you'll be able to pop that on pretty quickly. But I did not have one on me, so I just kind of did the old-fashioned way of just kind of forcing it on. But anyway, let's take a look at him now. He's super articulated here, so this is what they've gotten better at, NECA, as they've gone along with their releases of these Godzillas. Is every time there's more articulation. It's just amazing. So let's take a look at his what it looks like first. Let's go in here. Let's bring the light in a little bit. They're going to bring this light in. Let's see if this works. Let's bring that light in here. As you could see, let's bring both lights. He's got a really nice design here. Please focus in. It looks good. It's not exactly perfect to the Godzilla from '89, but it looks very good. He's got that wolf-like, that sort of like weird, like snouty face here that that he kind of gained from in this movie from '89, which was his pretty much the look of his design for the rest of this series, was for the most part what you see here in front of you. He has a lot of articulation here on the neck. You can close his mouth, open his mouth. You can move his head around. He has a lot of joints on his neck, which is actually really crazy. Of course, he's that charcoal gray color. He's got a lot of nice detail here. His scales, whatever you want to call them, look very good. As you could see, his hand here, like I said, they've gotten so much better with articulation. Just look at the articulation they have here on the hand now. Like, that wasn't something they had when they first started, but they've gotten so much better. His elbow joints, you can move his elbow joints too, so he can stretch his arm out a little bit too. It's just outrageous how much articulation this figure has for what, $22. Same thing with this, with his right hand, right arm here. Same thing, right hand. You can do the same thing. You have, of course, the nicely designed feet here. Bring that light in a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit better. He has the nice yellow, disgusting looking feet here with his nails. His claws look disgusting, but that's the purpose. He's got his nice, big, gigantic hips here. His fat legs. As you remember, the last Godzilla review I did on the 1991 statue, the one from Diamond Select. This one is the movie that came after that. I mean, this is from the one that came before that. So this is the design you see before Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah '91. As we take to our dorsal fins, as you know, the design for the this versus era here, it's very, very, very accurate to his dorsal fins, which is really great. Those nice, large, defined dorsal fins that have the spikes on them. That's a really good job with the detail too. And they're not, and they look. See, look, they're not bent either. They look very, very, very well defined. You can even out his head here, right there. So the dorsal fins even out. Actually, you also can move his head, so everything evens out there. That's supposed to be his actual pose. He's got a nice long tail, articulate tail. You can pose. It's got a couple joints here. This is right here where you attach the tail onto him. So again, be very careful with that. Other Godzillas have been easier to get that on. He was a chore, so just be very careful. As you can see, you can do a lot of posing now with the tail. Back and both sides here. You got the dorsal fins that run smaller all the way down to the end of the tail, which is excellent. Detail stays the entire time. You look under here, as you always know with Godzilla, it's got the nice soft under here for the tail. That looks great too. And then of course you have the little tag here that says the NECA and everything like that. If it wants to focus, Toho Co, NECA 2020. And then of course the holes here for the NECA stands. So I mean, he can stand by himself. You don't need one of the NECA stands, but man, that's a nice figure, and it's one of the best movies. So definitely check out Godzilla vs. Biollante. It's an excellent movie. I do have a special guest here that's going to join us for this video. We have, now it's not NECA made, of course. They never got the opportunity to really make anything like this, but we have ourselves Biollante. Look at that. So we have Godzilla versus Biollante. This is the Bandai Biollante I did a review on last year, I believe. But this is who he fights in that movie. Scale is completely wrong. Biollante is way bigger. She's way bigger than Godzilla, and yes, she is a female. You have to watch the movie to understand how that works. I'm not going to spoil it. But this is a very, very well-defined, well-detailed Godzilla figure. Here is the atomic ray piece that comes with him. It looks more like a spiral. It's very interesting, but I always pictured this Godzilla. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and I remember his atomic ray being a lot more of a beam look. Not so much like this, but more thick and whatnot. But I could be wrong, but they did a very good job with another beam nonetheless. Let's see if we can figure this out here. I guess he just kind of bites down on it. I don't know. Let's see. No, there is There's a slot. Oh, there's a slot. There is now a slot like that. That is awesome. So there is a good shot of him with his atomic ray a piece. So, and you can actually like pose him and whatnot. He could be firing like that. Let's bring back Biollante. So he could be shooting out Biollante like that. That is a cool picture. I'm about to take a picture of that, so don't mind me. Boop. Got a picture. But yes, definitely awesome. Unfortunately, I mean, they're getting so much better with their figures too, and so much more articulation. They have so much. They had more time. I know that they would have, if they had more time, they would have started making more characters. I wish they would have made Godzilla versus Kong figures. Playmates is going to have to make that stuff now, I guess. But this figure is awesome. I know I usually recommend. I don't really normally buy anything I'm not a big fan of, so I don't really spend the money beforehand. But this is a really, really good Godzilla figure. If you don't have any NECA figures or you're on the fence on which ones to buy because they are not selling them anymore, this might be the one. It's super, like I said, super articulate, super detailed, comes with a atomic ray piece, and he just looks fantastic. Let's take one more look at his face here. Let's look at that. He looks great. Let's pose him like that. Can we zoom in a little bit here? Let's zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Take a look. Take a look. Who wants to focus? There he is. Look at that. That's such a nice looking figure. I didn't bring the little spinner like I had last time with the last Godzilla to kind of spin him around to kind of get a look at him, but I'll back him up. You guys can take a little bit of a gander while I kind of finish up this video. But he looks excellent. Atomic ray mouthpiece. Got him for I think $22.99. They have them on eBay. NECA store on eBay. Just pick them up from there. If it's too hit or miss in Target. Honestly, I can't find. Every time I go to Target, I find older Godzilla stuff like Godzilla versus King Kong Godzilla, which some of the stuff is cool, but this is an excellent figure. Definitely highly recommended. It's very nice detailed and has a lot of a likeness to the Godzilla from '89. They did an excellent job. A+ to NECA, of course, especially for the price point. A++. But that is pretty much it, guys. If you like the video, of course, like it, hit subscribe down below, left-hand corner. I'll pop some other Godzilla reviews up over here. This was part 1 of the NECA Farewell to Godzilla. We will be doing part 2 later in the week, possibly after the weekend. We will be recording the Godzilla 2003 from Godzilla Tokyo SOS, which another fantastic movie. And we have another special guest appearing during that video too. So definitely stay tuned. But that is pretty much it, guys. Until next time, take it easy. Peace.